How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. In some of my previous videos, you always see me wearing a jacket, and a lot of people keep on commenting, why are you wearing a jacket indoors? For the most part, I get cold pretty easily, and even if I set it at 74 degrees Fahrenheit, I still sometimes need to wear a jacket. For example, in an office environment, you might see me wear a jacket probably 10 months out of the year, even though the internal temperature inside an office is around 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Of course, this is not the only reason I wear a jacket most of the time. It's also because I turn the thermostat down pretty far low, around 64 degrees. In an Asian family, this is kind of how it works most of the time. If you ever visit an Asian family, you kind of notice that if you step in, it'll be kind of nippy. This is because the default is not turning on the heater, and sometimes only when it's very, very cold do they ever turn on the heater. Now this is kind of what I do, but I have a Nest thermostat kind of over there in the hallway. I set that to about 64 degrees on a schedule, so if it ever dips below that, maybe in the middle of the night or something, the heater will turn on and try to heat everything up so that it's at this kind of nippy 64 degrees. Now I'm wearing this jacket right now is because it is a little bit nippy. It is 64 degrees in this area right now. But generally at home, I would not wear something like this because this jacket tends to be a bit more form-fitting, and you can see it's very snug. Instead, if I'm not on video and I'm just lounging around, I would wear a sweatshirt or maybe even two of them. Just something that's comfortable where you'll have enough movement, because I realize if you wear a really thick jacket, then it really restricts you on what you can do. So therefore, I would tend to stick with sweats. Now you might wonder, why am I doing this? It's mainly because it's not all that difficult for me to put on another sweatshirt or another pair of sweatpants just to save energy. Without doing this, and if you want the room temperature to always hover around 74 degrees, even though the outside temperature is much lower, 30 or 40 degrees Fahrenheit, what ends up happening is the heater keeps on turning on and you'll notice your skin getting really dry all the time. You'll also use a lot of natural gas, which in turn will be a very costly gas and electric bill at the end of the month. Now, I haven't always done this before. I used to just set it to whatever and just let the heater run at a comfortable temperature, but I noticed that if you just let it run all the time like that, the electric bill, I mean, for me might be like $150 or something at a time where I'm not monitoring as much, or at a time where I'm not wearing as many layers. If you're lounging around, maybe you need a Snuggie or like a blanket or two. Over here, I also have slippers on, just to keep your toes warm all the time. Even if you have a lot of insulation and double pane windows and things, you are going to lose heat through every little corner of your house. So if you heat it, the harder that you heat it and the colder it is outside, the faster that you're going to lose heat. So to me, keeping it at around 64 degrees Fahrenheit is pretty reasonable. It's not very, very cold, and all it requires is for you to put on another layer or two instead of walking around in shorts and t-shirts in the winter. I hope this was enlightening for you, and maybe you already do this in order to save electricity. I know this might not even come across to some people to just put on a sweatshirt, put on something comfortable. It's not that big a hassle. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know if you do this already or you think this is a bit too cheap. If you're interested in supporting this channel, check out my Audible link down in the video description below, where you can get a free audiobook. And if you don't like this audiobook, you can cancel the service. You can still keep this audiobook and you can still help benefit this channel. I also have a Patreon link over here where I give perks such as help with your credit score or help with your finances. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel over here and click that bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you get a new notification whenever I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching.